afternoon. So let me introduce myself again. So in order to implement a smart city that is only available in imagination, we really want to implement this smart city. So we are doing this in our Hongkong Life. My name is Jeongmin from Hongkong Life Care. So in this presentation, I'm going to use the word smart very often. So what is smart? So we need to define the smart first, and then I will proceed with my presentation. So when you say the smart is, it means you have a very brilliant and also clever. But I think smart means a very reasonable. So smart technology is something that we can introduce technology in an appropriate way in an appropriate location. So in terms of reasonability and also rational, how we can use this reasonable technology into the appropriate application, that's what I'm going to talk about in this presentation. So first, I'm going to talk about what is a safe life, safe living, and then I'm going to define the smart safe city, and also let me take an examples of the smart safe city services. So what is safe? Safety is literally in Chinese character means that they're not dangerous and comfortable, and John in Chinese character means pure without being mixed up. So in English it is a safety. The safety originated from Latin word salvus, which means that without harm, save something. So in total, safety means that not dangerous, in very calm situation. That's a state of calm and not dangerous. That's a safety. So if we keep safe and calm and not dangerous, you feel happy and pleased. So safety is a prerequisite for happiness, I should say. So if that is the case, what does the safe? What does mean that we are safe? Communities say that I'm not harmed, and also my property is not damaged. That's what we say as safe. So in order to keep safe this status and manage this safe well, that's we should say it's a safe status. So this safe status will have certain examples. So many people say that you are free from disaster or accident, but the problem is that disaster and the accidents cannot be prevented. So if this disaster and accident get larger, we said it is a the atrocity. The catastrophe. So from the disaster to catastrophe, it is getting the larger. I mean, as things are getting larger. So if you see this progress, you can also determine whether the society is the sound or not. So evolving from the disaster to catastrophe, in order to prevent catastrophe, what will be needed? The existing and predictable risk should be responded and prevented. We need to have that system in place. When you say we are safe, meaning that we should be responding to the existing and predictable risks so that we can become safe. So in order to secure safety so far, we try to eliminate the consciousness about the safety from the person. So provide training and education to eliminate any unsafe consciousness of the people from childhood to adulthood. And also, what we should do is that eliminating the unsafe behavior from the people. Maybe standard manual in SOP will be established to eliminate any unsafe behaviors. And also, we really need to eliminate or remove any unsafe status of objects. For example, the safety fence and also safety tools and a safety device installation. Those are the things in terms of remove an unsafe status of the object. And also in order to minimize the harms and damaging, we also install or put on certain protective gears and safety equipment so that we can minimize the size of the impact or damage from the accident. So let me ask you another question. So now are we safe? And also, if you feel you are safe, your safety is going to be valid in the future as well. That's the question. So with that question, I would like to solve this question with the theme of smart city. I believe that the world has been already converting or transforming into smart cities. So smart city means that solving all the issues and problems of city with the smart technology, so increase or enhance the quality of citizens. So one thing that you might misunderstand about smart city is that smart city is like a solution which you can fix everything right away, but it's not that. It's something that the kind of evolution of the city from certain stage to the higher stage. So, and also smart city is maximizing the efficiency. That is the paradigm shift of this urban operation. And also we need to strike the balanced project and harmonized project or development of the city. And at the same time, through the internet and smartphone, citizens have increasing access to information and also engagement into the policy making, decision making. So I believe that smart city emphasized the increase of the information acceptance by citizens. So if that is the case, what is the smart safe city? So the existing safe city is achieved by the government or the state and provide safety in a passive way. So the ill effects of this is that citizens cannot feel the safety very closer to them. And also, in this existing safe city, you are not able to get sufficient data about safety. So since you don't collect the data about safety, you just focus on the response to the risks. So in a smart, safe city is different from the existing ones. We are combining and fusing the smart technology for safety. So our system is transforming from the response to predictive measures. And also we can collect the data real time via IoT and also receive data and analyze data so that we can make a shift in accurate analysis so that it will lead to the swift action and measures. And also the citizens' demand can be accepted both way so that citizens can actually feel the safety in the city. So the multifaceted channels will be used to enhance safety in the city, in the smart city. So let me look at the latest trends of the smart safe management from the predictive prevention, preparedness, response, recovery, and research analysis. All in this area, smart technologies are used. So the information is collected and analyzed and also detect the disaster and accident real time based on ICT. And also virtual training or drills can take place, which will also affect the citizens practically, so that it will lead to a swift decision making. So let me talk about the architecture pertain to the smart safe city services. So there are a lot of infrastructure available in the city: road, electricity, the communication and transport, and the garbage collection. So smart safe city means to efficiently manage and administer this urban infrastructure. But further, so this urban infrastructure will be turned into smart infrastructure by using the network technology such as IoT and sensors. So this connected data will be stored in the cloud and efficiently maximize the resources in this cloud-based system. And then the data will be collected from all over the world, all corners of the city. So this data will be conversed and shared with the different stakeholders under the cloud system. And the data generated from this cloud will be contributing to the city control and the infrastructure operation. The entire process, smart city safety services will be generated. So under this architecture, we have various services. For example, so earthquake shelter area. Earthquake shelter place will be guided through these services. So when earthquake broke out, where you should escape, evacuate. So the administrative information and spatial information, as well as external connection, for example, weather forecast information will be connected to each other. So in the building, whether there is any earthquake-proof design is in place, and also the building area and other protective facilities are available. Those kind of administrative information will be combined with the spatial information, and those two will be combined with the weather information such as earthquake outbreak, so that we can actively provide and guide information to citizens so that they can evacuate safely. So second model is that the crime prevention model or security service. So we are using a lot of services, security services such as SEJONG. So by using IoT, drone, robot, AI, and digital twin, we can provide a very reasonable security system and services. So using IoT, any invaders and infiltrators will be detected as an event. Mostly, the robots are coming around and moving around. So usually, home robot can take care of our children, and also the robot, curating robot in the administrative office will take a patrol, and these robots can be mobilized to any event taking place. So whether this event is real or not, that can be screened by this robot. This screened data, an event, turns out the real one. In that case, robot can detect any abnormal behaviors or any patterns which is different from the normal. That will be collected as an image data, and this image data will be transmitted to the drone through the image platform. And in the drone, looking at the person who is trespassing your home, and with this image it has, and tracking this person. So this jury should be more kind of the fleshed out more, but I think that this could be realized soon. And last year, we also suffered a lot from floods and those kind of the weather conditions or extreme weather events that can be also prevented or responded by the digital technology. Digital twin, IoT, and weather information and administrative information will be combined so that we can provide a better administrative services. So here, this one is the service we provided for Jeonju City. So the river water quality and water flow were able to track through the sensors. As you can see, the pollutants are detected. The sensor will signal this, and this signal will be transmitted to the public servants. And also receiving the weather information, the public officers can forecast the precipitation, and also the overflow of the rivers can be predicted based on this the information. And due to COVID-19, we have a lot of issues and problems. So I believe that COVID-19 response is also possible through the smart safety management services. So digital twin can be combined to the temperature detection of the person. You can see this case in the video. So real time, the human temperature will be checked and detected, and how many people frequently they visited a certain place. If there is a people with a COVID-19 symptom, will be detected and tracked. So when these people pass through certain places, the vacuum cleaners and also air purifier will be activated to clean the air. So let me talk about my company's product. So we are actively responding to the fire, the accidents. So my company is making the air inspirator and gas mask. We have a 93% market share in Korea, and we believe that our products can also used for smart safety management services. It's the video clip about the Jecheon fire accident last year. So the illegal parking, the block at the fire engine coming into this fire site. So fire engine should arrive the fire site as soon as possible. So we have a fire growth graph, as you can see. So 8 minutes. Is after 5 minutes of the fire, you cannot suppress the fire immediately. So our golden hour for fire suppression is 5 minutes. So in order to make this fire engine arrive on time, we need to remove any illegal parking of cars. You can see that the illegal parking of the vehicles there and there. So between them, fire engine should go through and enter. So let me check whether that is possible. So fire engine width is 1.5 meter, and that hot ambulance is 2 meter. But this road, the entire width is 7.3 meter. Through the CCTV, we calculated how our vehicles can go through. It's a 2.3 meter according to our real-time calculation. So it means that this road is not available for our fire engine or ambulance. So we cannot, but based on this data, we cannot call all these car owners to remove it. So our solution is to find the alternative route to access the fire site. So somebody, maybe if there is a fire outbreak, somebody will make a phone call to 911, and then the fire station or fire department is going to decide whether the fire engine is going to be dispatched or not. So when you arrive at the fire site, and then fire engine decide this is not the size of the fire they can suppress, in that case they call the control center for further assistance. So the CCTV information that belongs to the local governments will be shared by the fire department, so we can make the preliminary fire suppression plan before we arrive. And also illegal parking of the vehicles can be also avoided to provide the optimal route for the fire engine. That's what we are providing as a solution in our company. So here, this is a fire safety platform architecture we have. Through this architecture, what kind of values we can provide? There are two. First one is that we can swiftly suppress the fire. Swift access of fire engine can enable the swift fire suppression. And also, secondly, we can also suppress fire safely. So with that two values, we created this service. And the particularity of this service is that it is a private leading. So mostly this kind of services are provided by the government, but it is very passive service. But this part has been converted to the private sector. So who are the recipients of these services? So building owners can enjoy the benefits of this service. So we decided to provide this service to the building owners. And for building owners, if we ask them to pay service fee, so what we were coming up is that the discount the insurance premium for these building owners, and in order to make that, we also got the certification. So thanks to this service, these building owners can enjoy the discount the insurance premium, and the part of this insurance premium goes to our service development. So you can see that the various services are available for Safe City. So services can be available separately, but also they can be interconnected to each other. In that interconnection, we need to have a platform. So let me talk about the requirements for this smart safety service platform. So we need to have we have to be more open. We have to cooperate with more stakeholders and partners, and also we need to expect less ownership, but it can be swiftly change it to the business and actual the commercial services. And also we need to have a more diversified connection, but it should be also played or provided to the larger and broader area. But also data from this can be applied to a new area, a new sector, so that we can get more data. So lastly, what is the role of the private company in terms of achieving smart safe city? So let me show you what it is. So safe city and data, these two should be connected so that we can achieve smart safe city. So these two should be interconnected to each other. So in between, private company is a bridge to provide services. So private companies to provide a renewed information to the city and also get the information and data from the platform system. And the most important requirements for this is that we need to get more openness from the public sector. So thank you for your attention. This concludes my presentation.